So the current administration has nominated Michael Selig, an SEC attorney on the crypto task force advising Chairman Atkins, to be the head of the CFTC. And the CFTC is in a strange place right now, not only because of the shutdown, but because they only have one commissioner. It's the acting chairman, Pham. And when she leaves, it will be Chairman Selig if he gets appointed. And he will be the only chairman, so the only person on the commission, so he won't have any votes against anything he wants to do. It'll just get approved. The legality of that, having a one-person commission, is sort of debatable. Some people say it's allowed. Some people say it's not. And the statute and rules are kind of ambiguous. And I believe I did a video on that prior, so you can check that out. And he did work briefly as an intern, I believe, at the commission. And the CFTC, unlike the SEC, is very small and everyone knows everyone. So I didn't have a lot of interactions with him there, but I did meet him a couple of times. I believe he worked for Chairman Giancarlo. And a lot of people who start as interns there end up going on to bigger and better things, including the current chairman of the SEC, Commissioner Pham. She started out as an intern in law school and did very well for herself. So he started as an intern, if I recall correctly, and then went on to a big law firm and then the SEC and now here. So if you'll recall, the prior nomination was for Brian Quintez, who I also know from the CFTC. And he was not pro-crypto enough, so the Winklevoss brothers, the Winklevi, if you will, rumor had it that they were blocking his appointment at the White House through their influence with Trump. And with Michael Selig, apparently he is pro-crypto enough that they want him there. So Chairman Giancarlo, who we interned for, was very pro-crypto. After he left the CFTC, he wrote a book on crypto, and everyone refers to him by his nickname, Crypto Dad. So as I said, he's very pro crypto. I've met him a couple of times, don't know him very well. I do know a guy that worked with him. There was somebody at the CFTC I worked a lot with, Phil, and he went over to the SEC on detail to work for him. And he has good things to say, so maybe it'll work out. But the SEC under the prior chairman, Gary Gensler, who was also at the CFTC as chairman, was very aggressive in prosecuting crypto firms for securities law violations. And even though Congress couldn't decide what to do with crypto and who should regulate it, Gary Gensler, who had a reputation for getting things done, continued that reputation by regulation by enforcement. So he wasn't going to wait for Congress to act. He was doing it himself. And Gary Gensler is a very smart guy, but a very controversial figure. When the Dodd-Frank Act was passed, most of the jurisdiction for swaps trading fell to the CFTC, and a small slice of it fell to the SEC. And while he was at the CFTC, we passed more rules, did them quicker on time than the SEC, even though they had 10 times the staff. And so he made many omelets, but he also broke many eggs. I interviewed at a large law firm recently that I won't name. It's a British firm. And I had 7 interviews with that firm, and 6 of them went wonderfully. And one of them, it was a 30-minute interview, and the guy spent 10 to 15 minutes of that interview telling me how much he hates Gary Gensler. So it was an interesting conversation. But as you know, the Trump family has interests in crypto, and they are very pro-crypto. They have their own coin. Their family members are involved with other companies that are involved in crypto and getting compensated for that. So they are very pro-crypto, and they've nominated a pro-crypto person to the CFTC. And if he is the only commissioner, he will have 1 vote. There'll be no one to vote against him. That's not how commissions are intended to work. It's usually 5 members on the CFTC, and 3 of them are in the party that's in the White House. So it would normally be 3 Republicans and 2 Democrats, but right now it's 1 Republican and no Democrats. And when Michael Seelig comes in, Chairman Pham will leave, and it'll still be 1 commissioner and 1 chairman and no commissioners. So he is very pro-crypto, but currently the government is in a shutdown, so there will be no rulemaking until the government opens up. And after they open up, I don't have exact numbers, but people that I've talked to at the CFTC who are still there tell me that their head count is down about 25%. And when I was at the CFTC during the Dodd-Frank rulemaking, they did a lot of hiring to bring on new people who had expertise in swaps. So the people who were there, the legacy people, had experience with exchange-traded futures and options, but didn't have any experience with swaps in-house. So they had to bring that in, and they had to hire a whole bunch of people and do a lot of rulemaking. And because I had experience with energy companies before I went to the CFTC, I was one of the few people in the building that had seen and negotiated ISDAs, so I got to work on some important rulemakings like the External Business Conduct Standards, of which I was one of the primary drafters. But currently inside the CFTC, there aren't a lot of people with experience with crypto. So if they are going to engage in a large rulemaking to enact the Genius and the Stable Coin Act, the Clarity Act as well, they are going to need a lot of people. And currently they're down 25%. While they've been shut down because of the government shutdown, the work that they are usually doing doesn't go away. That's just piling up. So there's fewer people. They have a big backlog of stuff waiting for them when they get back, and they'll have a bunch of new rulemaking and less people to do it. And the people that are there don't have experience in it. So it's going to be an interesting time. I don't know how that will play out. Will they have to hire more people? It's going to be a unique experience, and good luck to the people there. But if you have any questions about this, just leave them below. If you want to see future videos on something like this or anything else, just leave it below. And if you'd like to reach out to me to work with me either on a consulting or legal basis, you can contact me through the info in my bio or through my website, turnkeyfamilyoffice.com. And because I'm a lawyer, I will give you the disclaimer. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. Nothing here is intended to be legal advice. It is for educational and informational purposes only and does not create an attorney-client relationship between you and I have no duty to update anything on this video. If you have your own legal issues or financial issues, you should seek out your own legal or financial counsel. That is not me. So thanks again, everyone. And if you'd like to see future videos like this, just like and subscribe. It will help out the channel because it will put this video in front of other people and it will alert you next time I post a video. Have a great day, everyone.